Hey guys, so I just want to make a quick video and I'm going to call it Free Marketing 101. And in this video I want to go over some of the techniques I've come across in my years of marketing that have really helped companies grow and improve. In the world of marketing, we have a bunch of different baskets. We all know the phrase, don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? And there are some free baskets, which is what this presentation is about. And there are the paid baskets, and that's what I take care of for you and I deliver. And I wanted to make this video because I've seen a bunch of my clients capitalize and utilize the free baskets as well as the paid baskets. And with both of those baskets combined, their A's divvied up, they've seen a lot of healthy growth. And that's what I want to share with you today in this presentation. So I'll try and keep it quick, but there's just so much to talk about and I just love it so much. So like I said, don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? So we have the free baskets, which we'll talk about in this presentation. We have the paid baskets. Like I said, that's the Google ads, the website, the social media retargeting, SEO, etc. That's what I take care of for you. And then there's the last resort baskets, which these are the baskets you should definitely not do until you've really, just dried out these first two baskets. That includes things like billboards, radio, postcard ads, stuff like that. That's really, really expensive growth, and those are the baskets of last resort. So definitely capitalize on these free baskets that we'll go over in this video. My job is to capitalize on the paid baskets. And like I said, if you do both of those two combined, then you'll get a lot of really good, healthy growth. So the free baskets, I kind of broke it down into three categories: conversion rate, previous clients, and referral networks. So these are some things that you can do to increase leads and clients coming in and just overall revenue. This really just increases your bottom line, and it's really cool because, like I said, these are the things that you can do for free to help you get more leads and more work and more revenue. So let's dive right in here, starting with conversion rate. So conversion rate, when a lead comes in, whether from whatever source they came from, the quicker your response time, the better they are, and the more likely they are to convert into a client, right? Because if I'm looking for a service and I'm Googling things, right, and I send in my information to you, you need to get to me as fast as possible because that person may be price shopping with your competitors, right? So if you can answer the phone before your competitors, or if you can get a response back to their free quote form or whatever before your competitors, that will increase your conversion rate. Like I said, just by increasing your conversion rate will really increase your revenue. Next up is a 2-week follow-up. So like I said, a lot of people don't convert with the first phone call, right? So I have a little calendar here. So let's say on Tuesday the lead comes in. Within 5 minutes you need to call that lead, right? And make the sale. But if you don't make the sale, you need to have contact with them every day for the next 14 days to close that client, because that client will either go with you or your competitor within 2 weeks. Here's just an example I showed you where on Tuesday the lead comes in. Wednesday you reach out again on the phone call, say like, hey, I know you said yesterday you want to talk to your spouse before taking on the service, just want to check in, any questions I could offer. Thursday, maybe send them an email saying like, here's some of the work, get creative, like here's some of the work we've done, here's some of our reviews, any questions. Friday, shoot them a text and say, hey, it's been a couple days, I just want to see if you wanted to get started. Saturday, some of you may or may not have an office team to work on weekends, but a lot of you have CRM softwares and that can send automated messages to leads. So if you don't have an office team, I would highly suggest those weekend messages followed up by Monday. Say, hey, it's been a week, and if you use this calendar, this will help you close so many more clients, which will increase your overall revenue, right? And like I said, I had one client who had a conversion rate of 20%, and I had another client who had a conversion rate of 40%, and they were both using me, and I was using, they were the same, same industry, different states, but the same industry, and they were both using basically the same system. But the client who had a 40% conversion rate, his company was just exploding with growth, and the client who had a 20% conversion rate, he was just plateauing, right? His business wasn't growing. The difference between conversion rate caused extreme growth versus no growth with the other client. Another thing you could do, like I said, if you have those, automated CRM software that can do this, a really good idea is a long-term follow-up. After those 2 weeks, if they say, yeah, I've gone with a competitor, or I don't want the service, you can have like an email. You still have their email, right? This lead list that you're going to generate is going to generate you an email list and a contact list, and that contact list is gold to you, because that is a list of individuals who have at one point had an interest in your service, right? So that's just gold to you. Because they at that point didn't close, you can follow up with them over long periods of time. Say like, hey, maybe a month later, you send an automated message that says, hey, is there any change? Do you want our service? This or that. Maybe wait another month. Say, hey, we're having a summer sale or a winter sale or whatever it is. Make it as easy as possible for the person to convert, and you need to treat all those leads like gold. Increasing your conversion rate is a free thing you can do to increase your revenue and your bottom line. And an extra little tidbit of, a quick tip I can add to this video is no call extension. So when somebody calls your office, right, if you have one of those things that says push 1 to talk to sales, push 2 to talk with, if you're an existing client, trash that, right? If you have like a pre-recorded message that says like, hey, welcome to the company, this call may be recorded for and like this long message, cancel that too, right? Because I did a test, and what I found in this test was I was finding that people will hang up if they hear those messages. There's like, I think it was between 15 and 25% of people hang up the second they hear that message, right? Even if it's like 1 second long and then it goes straight to your office, right? People have no problem with hanging up on robots, but they do have a problem with hanging up on a human being. And so if you or your office answers, you're gonna have a much less hang up rate. So just to put it in perspective, I had one client who had a 15-second long pre-recorded message that said, hey, welcome to our company, quality assurance, blah, 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 push 1 to do this, push 2 to do it. And I convinced him to take that off and just go straight to his office. And when he did that, the very next, his phone call volume increased instantly by 35%. Right, his business instantly got 35% more phone calls, because 35% of people were instantly just hanging up the second they heard that robot. They're like, oh, robot, don't care, hang up, right? So definitely, if you have one of those, if it's not absolutely positively required, like crucial, don't use. Like, train your office to say that. If you have to say that this conversation may be recorded, train your office to say that. Don't have a robot do that, because like I said, it really helps you get that increase. So like I said, that business instantly 35% more call leads by taking off that call extension thing and that pre-recorded message. Next up, another free thing you can do is past clients, right? The easiest person you can sell to is somebody who has already gotten your service and they loved it, right? So step 1 is do a fantastic job. Perform a really good service. When you perform a good service, they will, if they need that service again, they'll come back to you. If they ever hear someone else needs that service, they will refer them to you, and that is another free way to get clients. Another thing you can do is, if you have multiple services, you can send them a message that says, hey client, last month we did service A. I don't know if you know this, but we also do service B. Would you like service B? And then they're like, oh yeah, you did a great job on service A. I would love service B. I am a client who's proven I'm willing to pay for your type of service. So yeah, get me on the schedule. Or if your service needs to be done every so often, like a tune-up or something, you can send all your past clients something that says, hey, we worked on this last year. It's time for your tune-up. Let's get back out there. And they're just like, oh great, yeah, you're right. That's somebody who's already proven they love your service and they're willing to pay for it. And like I said, sending an email, free, right? Sending that text, having your office send that text, free. And if you can, like I said, if you have CRM softwares that can do it for you, that's even better. And you can just like automate this just free way to get clients again and again and again for the same service or repeat service. Like I said, free to do that. And it's free to send out, emails to all of your past clients. Like I said, that list of emails from your past clients and past leads, that is one of the most important assets that you can build. And that's my job, is to build that list. And then, like I said, if you want to increase your bottom line, you can really, or top line and bottom line, you can really capitalize on it that way. Next up is referral networks. This is another great free way to grow your business, is strategic partners, right? I have one client who does property maintenance where he takes care of the outside of the home. I have another client who is in the same area, but he does property maintenance, but he does the inside of the home, right? And so my first client occasionally gets referrals for, the work that my other client does, and vice versa. And so I connected them, and whenever client A gets something for the inside, he sends it to the other guy. When the other guy gets something for the outside, he sends it to this guy. And just those strategic partnerships, figuring out what type of people really could use your business, or what other businesses have clients that would be the same clients as yours, connecting with them and swapping referrals like that is a great way to get a lot of clients. That relationship is free. It might cost a lunch or something, but it brings in so much money, and like I said, free. Referral programs, like I said, you can don't be afraid to ask for referrals from your clients, from other people, and then you can incentivize your clients and say like, hey client, in that same email, say like, hey, we worked on you last year. Do you need anything else this year? Here's our other services. Or do you know someone else who could use our service? If you send us anybody, we'll be sure to send you like a $10 gift card, or this or that. Incentivize people, because the number one highest converting lead source will always be a referral from somebody that they trust, right? So for example, a Google ad can like say all the right words, but trust will be built with your company way faster if my next door neighbor was like, hey, you should use this business. That's going to go way farther than any Google ad, any Facebook ad. And so those referral networks are so crucial. And then there's networking groups. That's not necessarily free all the time. For example, one that I'm in is called BNI. And those groups make it so you can connect and swap referrals with other businesses. I know that some businesses literally have grown their entire business from networking groups, where they just swap referrals. The realtor swaps referrals with 1031 exchange guy, or the mortgage person. Just everyone's just trying to get everyone else referrals. It's like you have your own free marketing team of people just trying to find work for you, and you just try and find work for them. And it's really like not that hard, because everyone's just having more ears out there, the better. Some other freebies: respond to Google reviews. I provide you, as one of my services, with that Google reviews card. Make sure you are using those with every single job. And then when the review does come in, respond to the review. Whether it be good or bad, just respond to it either way. If it's good, say, oh my gosh, thank you for the review. It was a pleasure working with you. Or if it was bad, say, we'll respond. We'll be in contact with you of how we can improve. Don't have an argument on Google reviews for everyone to see. Just take it offline. But just responding to those reviews, Google really loves that, and it's kind of like free SEO for you guys. And other freebies is your own creative genius, right? You want to, any ideas that you come up with, test them, see what happens, right? One other freebie I wanted to mention was, don't be afraid to post on social media. It's kind of funny. I had a client post on social media. He's been running his business for like 10 years, and he finally posted something on social media about his business, and so many people were like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you did this business. Here's a referral. Like, come do my house, right? Don't don't be afraid to tell people what you do, because so many people out there are like, oh, like that's super cool that you do that. I didn't even know that. Here's a referral from me, my mom, my friend, just like that. Another question I get is, should somebody be posting on social media, like on your company Facebook page? That's very slow, very long-term strategy. I wouldn't hire someone to post on social media for you, like as a paid position, or hire a company out to do that, because like I said, that kind of falls in the last resort strategies, where you should be doing it over time, but it's not going to give you a really good return on investing and a good return on investment up front. So if you're looking to get leads now, it's better that you were to spend your budget on like your paid techniques, like with Facebook ads or Google ads. Use that budget there first until those techniques eventually get to a lower ROI. And then at that point, if you need to hire need more baskets to put into, then only at that point would I hire somebody to post on social media for you. If you can do it yourself, maybe make some of your employees like not admins, but like editors on your company Facebook page, and whenever they do a good job, have them just post it. That way it's kind of getting free advertising from your employees, because they're posting on your Facebook page, and then they're probably going to share it on their personal Facebook page, and then all of their friends are going to look to you and say like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you worked there, like come do my house. Definitely save your budget and don't hire somebody to just post organically on your Facebook until all the other baskets have been expended first. Your budget would bet way better return on investment with Google ads or something like that before that. But yeah, get your employees to be posting on Facebook organically, and you to be posting on Facebook organically, because you never know. So many people like have no idea what you do, and are ready to use your services. In conclusion, if you use these free marketing techniques in conjunction with my paid marketing techniques, and you just combine them, you're sure to grow, right? If you use just the freebies, your company might grow slow. If you use just the paid techniques that I provide to you, it's going to be really expensive growth. But if you do both combined, you'll have good, healthy growth, and it won't be too expensive, because you're just utilizing both at the same time. And if you don't do these things, your competitors will, right? If you don't do these things, your competitors will grow faster and bigger than you, and we don't want that, of course. Take some notes in this video, watch it again, see anything you can do to implement those things. So that's the end of the Free Marketing 101 course. I hope you guys were able to, get some golden nuggets out of this, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.